So that's Wyatt, and this is his very first time hauling bales with the bale wagon. So when I told him I was going to shoot a video, he wasn't super excited. That tractor's kind of a bugger to start up with. So then, like when you start off, if you don't let that clutch out real easy, you'll stall it. So he had stalled the tractor, then the starter went engaged, so we had to come short the starter for him. But it must be 2 o'clock now. Yeah, it's just about 2 o'clock. And I have finished baling pea straw. Yay! So on the other place, this one got just about 80 bales, and then the other half circle I got 125 bales. But yesterday I only baled 16 bales because I tore a belt, and by the time I was done it was too dry to bale. And this time I started, it was pretty dark still when I started, and then it was still too dry. And then once daybreak come, we got a little bit to do, and then it got too dry and I could see the end in sight, so I just kept baling. So normally, like if I was running that, you wouldn't stop to do the bales, but like I said, this is Wyatt's first time, so I'm not going to tell him to pick them up and throw them at 8 miles an hour while you're driving across the field. And the reason that 8440 got put on is because we just spent $3 grand or something getting the AC working, and when I got out here to start the tractor for Wyatt, he wasn't wearing a shirt anymore because the AC doesn't work. But we changed lines. I think Dad said he put a compressor on it and lines and had it charged and new belts, and like I said, Wyatt's suffering pretty bad in there. So like I said, normally, like, this is only 80 bales on this field, and that's, you know, taking your time, that's still only 2 hours to haul those in. But like I said, Wyatt's been at this for a couple hours already. But like I said, when it's your very first time hauling bales, and these bales are just, well, I should say, they're not very good. They're dry, and that little rotary straw is fragile. So it's pretty tricky stuff. So like I said, if you were doing alfalfa hay that was all baled at 18% moisture, like I said, you can pick them up on the run and slam them as hard as you want. You'll never wreck nothing. But with these ones, you got to be careful. So anyhow, as you can see, he's got a little dent out of it. I'm gonna ride with him and just help cheer him on. You know what it's like, build your confidence up a little bit. So nothing better than having your dad put you on YouTube the very first time you haul bales with the bale wagon. So anyhow, the 4230 is probably the nicest tractor on the bale wagon, because you just touch that steering wheel, you can steer any which, just fly around the field. And the blue tractor is really nice on it, because it's got enough hydraulics that you can throw the bales right over it. But the old case tractors, those 90 series tractors, are awesome tractors for everything but that bale wagon, because if you're doing like 1,500 pound hay bales, it can't lift them and throw them across the deck. And then pushing them off, it doesn't have enough hydraulic pressure because the motor's wore out, but it doesn't have enough pressure to take care of it. So, but Wyatt's gonna catch on, and like I said, he'll figure out how to move his tractor to get it where he needs to be and to be more efficient. Like I said, if I was driving it, I'd be done this field already. But you don't learn by watching Dad do it. So I got to go get the baler ready again for tonight, and then I might unhook it and go haul big square straw bales this afternoon, but we'll see. So anyhow, get you guys turned around. So if this is all I put on, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Take care.